Answer the phone when the real nigga call. Grinding, nigga in here shining. Early in the morning, check the rollie with the diamonds. Yeah. Grinding.
It's your boy Sermon, sermonsdomain.com. I'm chilling with Dom Kennedy. What's going on, man?
Yeah, what up?
All right.
Hey! I'm trying to do this interview.
So From The Westside with Love 2 is now on iTunes, you know, considering that you were in a different position in the game when you made part 1 as opposed to this one, you know, what was the process like for this one as opposed to the first one?
I mean, the first one was, you know, it was a little more, you know, just me being an artist, finding myself, you know what I'm saying, working with new producers. You know, that was like when we really stepped it up on some real professional level. Part 2, I knew going in that I was going to put it out for sale at retail. So it's kind of like different crafted music, you know, that's for sale a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like your mind state is a little, because From The Westside with Love 1, I could have just made it anytime and just put it up for download whenever I wanted to, you know? Like without really telling. But when you put it up for sale, you kind of want to give people a notice in advance. You know, kind of just creating artwork that will resonate, you know, with a whole campaign of just promotion and stuff. It's just really promotion. You know, the music part of it is pretty much the same. It's just more timing because, you know, you got to turn it in at a certain time to get everything, you know, for everything has to be formatted a certain way and stuff like that. But other than that, you know, the music-wise, it's pretty much the same thing.
So it wasn't tougher to make music that people will purchase as opposed to, you know, giving away
because I feel like
music?
people purchase From The Westside with Love 2 just off the strength of being a Dom Kennedy fan. You know, most of the people, especially bought it that first week, I'm sure just, you know, believed in me and what I was doing as an artist previously and had all my tapes. So they like, you know, this is the first time he got something for sale, I'm going to support it. You know? So I feel like it was one of those. So I don't really have to change too much in terms of selling to my fans because they, you know, they know what I do. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like I was trying to make songs for the radio or anything, you know? So, nah, it was pretty much the same.
So do you have a personal favorite?
From The Westside with Love 2?
Yeah.
I mean, I like most of them for different reasons, you know what I'm saying? Like different days, when I'm in a different mood, I like different songs. But if I had to pick like certain ones, you know, I don't know. I could probably narrow it down to like 3. Like I like The Waves a lot. I like Grinding. I like Dom's Prayer. You know, I like Platinum Chanel just because it just stands out. I feel like it stands out a lot because it's just such like a rap song amongst like songs. You know, it's a lot of songs on the album, a lot of ups and downs, but like that's like the real rap song. That's why I feel like people gravitate towards that. You know, so I like them all for different reasons.
Yeah. So seeing how the response was for the original Dom Kennedy, do you regret like not holding on to some of those songs for part 2?
Nah, not at all. I feel like when I was doing the original Dom Kennedy, you know, every time I do a project, I tackle it differently. You know, I'm in a different, you know, my mental space is different. You know, and when I made original Dom Kennedy, that was made, you know, for all of those songs to be together. You know, like it wasn't nothing that I would say like I wish I would pull this song off or you know, like it was just a project that I did and I had fun doing it, and you know, and that was it really.
Okay, so I talked to Casey Veggies over the summer about an idea about like a CDC Project since that was like a really popular song, and he said he you know would want to do it if the chemistry was there. You know, where do you stand on like the possibility of making like a CDC Project happen?
We talked about it many times. Really, it's just a you know, how do we want to do it? You know, as a unit, like do we want to do it, and then do we have the time to do it? You know, how does it coexist with a Carter project, or if he's doing something, or a Casey project, or my project? You know, it's really all it is just us coming together and taking out the time and saying if we want to do it, if we want to invest our time in doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's something that, you know, could very well happen. Like, we've definitely talked about it, you know, recently. But when Casey, he just got off tour with Mac Miller, he was on tour for 3 months. And before he left, that was one of the things I talked to him about. So, you know, we'll see. It's just one of those things, like I said, like, it's because how we make music is just, you know, we just kick it and make music. You know, it's not really too much to it, but it's just if we want to just set aside, you know, a month or 2 and just create and just see what we can come up with.
Okay, so you work with a lot of different artists, you know, from Big Crit to Freddie Gibbs. You know, if you could pick like one of the artists that you work with to do like a whole collaborative effort with, you know, who would it be?
I don't know. I would really rather just work with producers. I could say I wouldn't probably pick no artist because I don't know. I got so much to say. I couldn't even imagine like only being able to rap for one verse or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So, you know, I enjoy working with with the dudes that you named and more people. You know, my homie Smoke Dizzy is another person out of New York. He always, everything we do, he always got tight beats, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I'm a solo artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if I did something like a CDC project, that would be unique because, you know, we all around each other and the history is there. Like, we all have songs together, and then we got that one song together, but it's like, other than that, nah, I don't really see myself ever doing like a project with somebody.
Okay, so you did some work. You did some work with Rick Ross recently. What was it like working with him?
Working with Rick Ross, I mean, it's cool. It's like working with anybody else. You know, he's more, you know, advanced than the people that I'm used to working with. You know, in terms of career and stature and stuff like that. But on a basic level of just rapping and making dope music, it's the same thing. You know, it's the same thing. Like he cares just as much as the underground people. You know what I'm saying? He's as enthusiastic and works just as hard as everybody. You know what I'm saying? But just that he's, you know, Rick Ross and, you know, people just think like it's something different, but it's really the same thing. It's us just chilling like how me and Casey chill and make songs. Same thing with me and him. Like, I'll make some shit, he'd be like, man, I'm hop on that. You know, it's the same kind of situation.
So is there any specific project that you guys were working on when you did the songs?
Man, nah, we was just working, you know, just working.
Building that relationship.
Just having fun. Vibing. The songs is definitely gonna come out, you know, and be used for something.
You say 5?
No, I said 5 songs. No, I'm saying they definitely gonna come out. And you know what I'm saying, and they're gonna be out. But I mean, we wasn't going in to make like a certain project or anything.
Yeah.
We was just going to see if we could make something dope, like how I always hit this studio.
How did you guys end up linking up to work?
I mean, I'm known Rick Ross for a year, since '09 when I did Future Street. I first had met him, and you know, he just always checked up on me, you know, and found and reached out to me like every so often. And you know, now as I'm getting more advanced in the game, I understand a little bit more, you know, and I'm becoming like you know, a power player, I guess, of my own. You know, it made more sense for me this time when he reached out to me. You know, he was like, you know, let's just work, let's just do this. You know, I was like, for sure, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of know what I'm doing. I got my stuff together, so I could, you know, bring something to the table, and we just, you know, we just work. So it's nothing but just like a homie relationship, really.
So obviously there's the rumor circulating that you might sign to Maybach Music. Is there any like truth, or would you be interested in doing that? Has it been something talked about?
Today, right as of today, but I mean, I'm just, you know, independent. I'm doing my own thing. Opium Company is my company. You know, I can't say yes or no to no situation. I haven't, you know, got the full details. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Rick Ross or this person or this person or this label, you know what I'm saying? I don't turn down nothing unless they tell me what it is. And I'll make my own decision. But for today, I'm just here. That's how I get the money.
Okay, so I was watching your Fader interview, and one of the quotes that stood out to me most was "Everybody want to eat, nobody want to cook." You know, that's a metaphor for life. So I wanted to ask you, you know, using that metaphor, what food or meal would describe where you're at in your life right now, and what meal/food would describe where you want to be?
What meal? Start on that. My shit right now is like steak. You know, there's different ways to cook it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't like it the same way. I like my shit well done, seasoned, you know, off the grill. There's a lot of ways, you know, you got good steaks, you got bad steaks. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what's up. That's how that, and then for the most part, where I would like my to be is probably like some gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Like the OPM company to be like some bomb like gumbo or something where it's just like a collective of dope shit put together. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a dope combination. Like whenever you hear it, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know it's quality.
Okay, so what's next for you after this tour ends? We're gonna get like a new album sometime soon?
We're working on a new project right now. It'll be out early next year. Early next year. You know, just that. New music and just, you know, we're gonna continue our grind. I got a lot of artists that I'm adding to the OPM company that I'm gonna be introducing like in the first 6 months of the year. You know, of 2012. Got, you know, they own singles, they own videos, they own brands. You know, some attached to mine, some not. You know, just more so as, you know, doing for other people what I did for myself type of thing. So that's what I'm really gonna be, you know, focusing most of my energy on. Projects I'm enjoying.
Come on, Joe, what's up?
Lord, forgive me for this watch I bought. I know that shit had cost a lot. Yeah. And I don't really like to floss a lot. But I just really feel the time is right. Shit, we try and live to find a life. Yeah. You know that don't say goodbye to life.